Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, until next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. Why, hello! And I'm finally doing a Persona 5 fic. With my favorite step ever for the main character, Joker. Actually, that's so key. Joker asks Goro Kessa, basically. My favorite step, except don't hate me. Don't roast me, please. This is Devoid of your works. Warmth. Alone at Christmas time. Perhaps. Soso started leaning into Kayla's pomosity. He hadn't even realized Soso had come downstairs, nor had he realized the coffee pot had already been completely emptied into his mug. He slowly shifted his gaze, feeling the weight in his eyes as they met that of Soso's. Do you need a walk, kid? You've been like this for months. A change of pace might suit you. Words floated in and out of Akira's head. Once the events of last year had settled into his consciousness, it took a massive toll on his mental well-being. The discovery of a new world, moving to a new town, saving countless people from the lowest points in their lives, multiple run-ins with the police, and even being apparently responsible for the deaths and permanent breakdowns of so many would be incredibly taxing to any 17-year-old. And then there was a Cassie. It means someone who meant the world to him, and having that taken away from him by his own accord. Gold relied on Akira. He knew he was one of, if not the first, true friends the detective had ever had. If only he saw himself the way Akira did. He wished he could have done more for Cassie. Guide him. Let him know it wasn't too late to turn things around. But they both knew he was far gone. Hell, Cassie had even attempted to go as far as to steal a Coruscant to reach his impositions. But the relationship they had would have never been reduced to a word like love or hate. It was intricated, complex, and ever-changing, but the two were destined to end how they did. Kira knew that. Accepting it was a different story. Listen, Akira, Socio pointing Kuroshield back to her. Futaba and I, we've been worried about you. You just haven't been yourself. If there's anything either of us could do to help, say the word. Silence accompanied the cold air inside Reaper. If you do decide to go out, you know where the jackets are. It's Christmas Eve, Akira. A good day to turn over a new leaf. Sasua nodded solemnly and headed towards the door. I gotta go pick up Futaba from some event now. He inhaled for another sentence, but it shook his head and left. A jingle of Weebunk's door left Kira alone with his thoughts yet again. Was it already Christmas Eve again? It seemed unreal, like a year ago he and the Fountain Thieves were saving the Mythos in Fierce Suburbia, making their first public appearance as the Fountain Thieves. It seems like just last week. Yet, at the same time, each day dragged on with heavier gourds than the last. His hands slid further along the edge on the counter. He was gripping, dropping his head as he slunk. Perhaps a change of pace would be beneficial. Spreading a sigh, he stood up and walked over to his coat and scarf. To his surprise, the world had not stopped along with him. Shibuya was busy as ever, and everything just seemed to be moving at a faster pace than he could. The bustling city no longer provided refuge for him to put in, but whether the destination that he could feel this alone amongst a surplus of people. He had no one. Cassie was gone. What exclusiveness led him to set out the fountain face for so long? He wouldn't even know how to approach them again. He was alone. And God, did loneliness hurt. It hurt like a growing boulder in his throat, with another twist stain in his gut. Hurt like a deep voice sucking him out that he simply didn't have the energy to resist. It felt like a knife was being pierced with such force in his stomach that he didn't have the luxury of being able to respond to. He had forgotten how to cry, how to respond to that pain. And it hurt like nothing else. His head was spinning. His legs were just barely able to support him, as he was purposely pushed by the wall of the crowd. He stuck his hands in his pockets to regain his balance, but he felt something in the pocket of the jacket he hadn't used in over a year. And his blood went cold. There was no mistaking it. It was a Kessie's glove. He stood perfectly still. Akira used to keep the detective glove with him as if gripping it tight enough would bring Akesi back. Let him see his face just once more. If it meant having him back, he would lose 1,000 times to see his smile even once. He laced his fingers with the empty ceiling of the glove and gripped just as tight yet again. Why did it have to end this way? Maybe this was his punishment for ever believing it could ever work. For knowing that Cassie was beyond the point of saving. The thought of it made him wince. The world around him was moving at breakneck speed while Kara had barely even taken his first step. It was unimaginable for him to live in a world without Cassie. Without someone so similar to him that strangely relied on him. Was it too much to ask to be needed by someone? Kara had a glimpse of that at first, and he had never been so double above his head, and pulled back the moment he needed it most. He felt his nails through the fabric of the glove on his palm, accompanied by a whiff of frigid air. I think I love you, Cassie. And that's the story. It's a sad one. And it's Christmas related, but it's a very sad one. It's post Persona 5. Oil, basically. Well, it's 1 year later. It's about, anyways. It's a really sad one. Kelsey's gone. All Joker has left is his glove. Sad, but yes. Hi everyone. This is Emily 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!